Hi, today we are going to discuss how we can create listing agreements from a Notion database. As you can see, I have created a listing agreement database over here, which has information related to listings, and I'm going to utilize this information and I'll be generating PDF files on automation from this database. So basically, we'll be fetching the information one by one from all the records of the database, and then we'll be creating PDF file out of it. So let us understand how this will work. So as you can see, this database has been created in Notion over here, which has different information available in the database. And I'm going to utilize a template which I've already created beforehand. So this is a simple Google document template which I have created, which has the listing agreement. And if you scroll down, you will find all the information that typically you would find in a listing agreement. Now, in this document, you will see that certain fields of information have been added inside double curly brackets. So, like we have the seller name, the property address, the list price, all these values that you see inside double curly brackets will be fetched from the database that we see over here, and then it will be generated as a PDF file. As an example, the seller name will be fetched from the seller name that you see over here in the database, and it will automatically map the value of the seller name from here, and it will replace the value onto this particular placeholder. And likewise, we'll repeat the same for all the different placeholders that we see. For this entire automation, we'll be utilizing a tool known as PDF Output. PDF Output is a document automation platform for Notion users, and in this demonstration, we are going to generate the listing agreements. So simply head over to PDF Output and quickly click on Login, and you can sign in from any of your account, and then we can proceed with the rest of the demonstration. So I'm going to quickly log in over here with one of my account, and then I will show you how the automation will work. So once you log in, you will be able to see an interface like this where you are required to create an automation to begin the process. So simply click on this new automation over here, and it will take you to the setup screen that you see over here. So the very first thing that we need to do is we need to connect our Notion database. Okay, so this is the database which I have. We need to add this database to the PDF output setup. So click on connect Notion, and it will take you to the selection screen, and head over to your Notion database, whatever you're using, and simply copy the database title. So let me copy this title from here. So I will simply copy this title, and we need to paste this title inside the selection screen that you see over here. So this is something that will be visible on your end. Make sure you define the right workspace. So currently I'm under the accountant guy workspace. Select that and click on select pages to access. And here what you can do is you can add your particular page of the database that you need to add over here. So click on this plus icon and simply paste the title which you have already copied. Okay, you should be able to see the database populate over here. Click on that, and now the listing agreement database is added, which I have over here in the Notion account. Click on allow access, and now this will give access to the database, which we can now use to set up and generate the PDF file. So wait for a few seconds as it is going to load. The next step that we need to follow is we need to add a template file. So this is the template which I was talking about. You can add your template in any format. You can upload a Word file, you can even upload a PDF file, existing PDF file, you can upload a Google document, you can even go with a Notion page. So if your database has content written inside in a Notion page format, that can also be utilized for this demonstration. Okay, but for this setup, I have already added this listing agreement as a template. So if you scroll down, you should be able to see a lot of templates that is showing up over here. So simply search for listing agreement, and you can see the listing agreement template. Click on this and it will automatically get selected. Okay, alternatively, if you click on this download icon, you can download the template and modify the template, and again re-upload the template in any of the following format. Okay, I'm just going to select this, click on continue, and now it will quickly import this particular template that you see over here onto the PDF output setup. So let me close this template as I do not need to see that anymore. And now you can see the particular template has been added up onto my particular account. Okay, so the next step that I need to do is, if you scroll on the right side, you will be able to see the database coming up over here. If you click on the drop down, all the databases that you have added will be visible over here. I'm currently only interested in listing agreement. So let me click on that. It will load all the properties of that particular database. And then what I can do is I can add all these properties one by one onto the document on the left side. Okay. So just to show an example, let's say we do not have any information for the seller name, and I want to add a seller name over here. Okay. So what I can do is I can simply find the seller name information from here. I will just copy it. It will copy this placeholder. I will go to the document and I will simply paste it. So just use Control V or Command V on a keyboard, which will allow you to paste the property onto the document. So you just need to copy and paste the property onto the document one by one. So what I've done is I've already copied and pasted every property. So we have the property address which has already been copied, and it can be pasted right over here. Okay. Similarly, let's say I want to add the list price. I can copy and I can add the property right inside this document. So just copy and paste all the properties that you need onto the document, and then you're good to go. Okay. So this is currently utilizing only one database. If you have multiple databases which is connected with relation and ruler properties, that can also apply to this PDF output setup, and you can generate the PDF file. Okay, that is applicable only on the paid plan. So if you have any specific comment for that, I will also help you set up the same thing, and you can add as many properties from different databases to generate the PDF file. Okay, but for this demonstration, I'm keeping it simple. I'm just going to utilize only one database, and I will show you how the PDF can be generated. Now, if you scroll down below, you have a lot of options, like you can add e-signatures, which we'll be talking about within some time. So if you enable this, you will be able to put your signatures onto the document. We'll do it directly from the database. I just don't need to do it right away. And if you still scroll down, you will find more options, like you can add any Google Drive folder if you want to save the PDF over there. You can define how your PDF file will be named. Okay. So for my case, I want to define the PDF file by the seller name. So I will just select seller name from the drop down, which is already there. So you can just click on that, and this defines where the PDF file will be attached. So by default, once you connect to database, PDF output will add certain columns. You can see generate PDF, merge PDF, PDF file, Google Drive file. So this PDF file column is where all your PDFs will be stored once the PDFs are generated. Okay. So once all these settings are defined, you can simply click on preview output. As you click on preview output, it will automatically generate one document for you, and one of this record will be set to processing status. Okay, so you can see this record is currently under processing status. Once it is completed, the PDF will be generated right over here. So you can see a PDF file has been created. In fact, a document has been generated. So if you see, all the values have been properly mapped over here. Okay, so every piece of information which we had in the database, they have all been fetched from the database correctly, and they have been replaced onto the document over here. One thing to note over here is that the commission rate is coming as 0.05%, while if you see the database, it is coming as 5%. Okay, the difference is due to the fact, like if you see, you need to add another parameter over here. So just need to put scale equal to 100. What this will do is it will multiply the value with two decimal places, and it will generate the correct decimal value what you have over here. So I've just made that specific change, and I will just keep everything else as it is, and I will just again click on preview output. This time we should be expecting the value to populate correctly, that is with the correct decimal places. Okay, now if you scroll to the right side, you should be able to see a processing status, and now this is a new document which has been created. Okay, so if you observe, now the percentage value is coming correct. Okay, with all the rest of the values properly mapped. So I'm happy with this setup. What I can do is I can click on setup automation. Once I click on setup automation, it will activate the automation for my instance, and now I can directly generate the PDF within the database. Okay, you even have an option to generate PDF using a button. So you can just click a button and the PDF will be created, but this is available only to the paid users. So if you're on a paid plan, you can definitely check the settings. So my automation is currently activated. Let me go back to the home page, and I should be able to see the automation being shown over here. So you can see the automation already visible over here with the name, the database, and the template. And let me head back to the database to explain further. So now once the automation is set up, you do not need to come to PDF output ever again. All you need to do is you need to simply mark this records as ready to generate. It will convert to PDF. Okay. And there are multiple settings over here. If you click on generate e-sign document, this will create a document where you can put e-signatures. Okay, so now I will show you the demonstration where we can add e-signatures from the document. So I will simply mark this record as generate e-sign document, and soon these documents will be converted to PDF and stored in this PDF file column. But we will have the e-signatures enabled, which I'll be explaining in a while. So if you go back to the documents tab, you should be able to see all the documents that you have generated previously, and you can click on view to see the document directly from PDF output as well. This shows a live status of all the documents that have been created previously, and you can definitely check out all the documents that you have created earlier through this documents tab. Again, we have the template section. Here you can check out all the different templates which is already available for a use case. but right now we are just waiting for this PDF to be created where we can start adding e-signatures directly inside the document. Generally it takes within like 30 to 40 seconds to generate a document, but once you mark it as generate e-sign document for this demonstration, please be patient, it will definitely create a PDF file for you which we can look up and we can add e-signatures. Okay, so as it is loading up, let me explain few more things. You have this how to use option. Once you click on this, you should be able to check out all the demonstration, and meanwhile you can see it has started processing two documents which is currently under the processing status, and the document has been created as well. Okay, so let me go back to the database and you can see the status is updated as completed. If I click on any of the document, it is asking me to add a signature over here. Okay, so this is where I add my signature directly onto the document. So let me put some name over here and let me click on continue, and it is asking for acknowledgement where your e-signature will be captured under the audit trail. So I just acknowledge this and I'll click on I agree. Okay, now I can put my signature onto this document. So let's say I want to add my signature somewhere over here. So what I can do is I can click on add signature and I can simply put my name. I'll click on apply, and now my signature is visible right over here. I can definitely modify and adjust as per my requirement, but I'm happy with this, so I'm just going to put my signature right over here. Okay, once I place my signature, I can just click on save signature. Once I do that, the signature will be saved and it will also be downloaded as a copy onto your drive. Okay, so my signature is getting added right over here, and now it is completed. So if I go back to the database and if I click on that particular document once again, I should be able to see the document being signed by the other user. Okay, so if you see on the background, it is showing me the name of the first person who has signed this document. Okay, so now a second person can sign this document as well. So what I will do is I will put another person's name over here, and I will be able to sign as a different user. So basically I'm now signing in as a second person. So I just click on continue and I will again agree to this, and you can see now it is showing that this particular person is currently signing the document. So let me scroll down and I will add another signature over here, which is the counterparty signature. So I'll just click on add signature and I will just the name, and my signature is ready to be placed inside the document. Okay, so let me just do it once again. So I'll just put as signature. Okay, you can definitely adjust the particular settings of where you want to place a signature, and you can play around with it, and you can once click on save signature, the signature will automatically be saved. Okay, so once the signature is saved, what you can do is you can directly complete the e-signature process. So once you mark the e-signatures complete, it will create a final copy of the document with both the signatures intact. So if I click on yes complete, you will be able to see the signatures coming up directly inside the document, and then we should be able to see a audit trail of that. Okay, so let me just quickly open up the document which has been created, and you can see the signature has been added up over here. Just place it on top, and this shows the complete audit trail of the signature that was actually used. Okay, along with all the locations and everything, or everything is visible right over here. So you can directly do this and you can just fetch all the entire details for agreement directly within the database itself. Okay, so I hope this demonstration was clear to you and you understood how to add e-signatures onto the document directly from the Notion database. It is very simple and easy to use, and you can now directly add more and more pages, and you can mark every record as generate e-sign document, and it will automatically create an e-signature document for you which can be used to put the signatures. Notion allows inbuilt automation to send emails. So if you have any document being created which you want to send an email to the receiver, you can definitely create an automation from here, and you can mark the PDF to be sent to the receiver where they can sign it, and it will automatically be saved directly within the database itself. Okay, so that was it from my side for the entire demonstration. If you have any questions or any issues or any concerns, just head over to PDF output. You should be able to see a contact window button. So let me take you to the home page. You will find a contact window button at the very bottom of the screen on the home page. So if you go to the contact section, you can reach out to me with any message or queries from here. You have a chat widget which you can click and you can send me a message right away, and I'll be able to assist you with any concerns or any questions on these issues. So that's it from my side. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day. Bye bye.